Hi, this is Carl Bogar with Historic Military Impressions, your premier provider of museum quality exhibits that add value to public events like the Vietnam Veterans Reunion Weekend here at the High Grounds Veterans Memorial in Neillsville, Wisconsin. We will be here. We got here at 9 o'clock in the morning. We just finished setting up a little bit after 4. Took us about 7 hours to set up, but we were moving pretty slow because it's pretty hot out here. Now I'm going to do a quick little video on some new items we have in the Camouflage area. First time premiere. Hope you enjoy them. We'll put them on YouTube, and hopefully for those of you who can't make it up here to see the exhibit in person, hopefully you'll appreciate the video. Thank you, and as always, like, subscribe, and share our videos on YouTube and Facebook. We greatly appreciate it. Our first change is to our SOC RT display. Obviously, you've seen me post pictures of it before. We use SKS pouches because, as you could see, they fit the 20-round AR-15 or M16 magazines perfectly. And also, I used to work with a gentleman with the state of Wisconsin, Department of Workforce Development, was Special Forces in Vietnam, and because of his size, he preferred the SKS pouches over the AK-47 pouches because he said they rode up too high into his neck because he's a short guy. But the addition is we added a boonie. It's an early Vietnam boonie with the smaller cover. It came from my wife's aunts. They're basically liquidating their house, and Roger Hornick was in the Army. We found at his house. I don't know when he was in. He was in Vietnam era, but I don't know if he was in Vietnam. But it was so covered with paint and every other thing else that it made sense to just camouflage it out to add to this display, to add a little bit more value to it. I also plan to eventually paint the mannequin head to make it look like it has camouflage paint on it. Next up is our Vietnam tiger stripes that were made in South Vietnam. You've seen these before. You've seen even other organizations make videos on them. But the one thing that we added, if you look at the top, we have a really nice South Vietnam made boonie that has the smaller brim. And if you look carefully, you can see that it actually has two different versions of tiger stripe making it. And I'll flip it over here. The inside is actually made out of a parachute, American parachute material. So this is a new addition. It was donated last week. My wife was covering the store. I came in. This item was in the store along with the flag and another tiger stripe beret, which I'll be showing you momentarily. This is a new item. It is another version of the Vietnamese tiger stripes. These are the advisor pattern that were made short sleeve. I got them from a gentleman who was a LERP in Vietnam, and they're stamped Asian medium on the back, only stamp in them. And he sold us these. He sold us some Arvin invisible Erdl, which I'll show you in a moment, and some other items that he had worn in Vietnam. But then he came back and he also donated his tiger stripe beret, which is really cool, and the tiger stripe boonie I had just shown you a few moments ago. So, and then obviously we have the brown dominant Erdl that was adopted by the Marine Corps in '67, and the green dominant Erdl, or commonly referred to as the low lens Erdl versus the high lens Erdl, and the Mitchell / leaf pattern helmet cover. And then some new items we added. I'll swing around to the other table. As I had mentioned, about 2 weeks ago, we purchased this set of South Vietnamese invisible Erdl camouflage, brand new condition, made short sleeves. It does have matching trousers with it. Again, the gentleman I got it from was Army Vietnam LERP, and it's the first time we've had these on display. It's, like I said, really nice. I'll zoom in on the camouflage pattern here where you can see the Erdl pattern to it, and I'll zoom back out, and from there we'll move on to a couple South Vietnamese hats. We have 3 South Vietnamese boonie style hats, camouflage. Not exactly, don't know the exact terminology of the camouflage pattern. This is more of like a green dominant Ertl. This one we actually found in a second-hand shop. Unfortunately, the little patch that would be on the side there is missing. And then over here we have a South Vietnamese made the duck hunter pattern. And finally we have another Ertl, South Vietnamese example of the Ertl pattern that was used for a cover. And that completes this video on the new additions to the Vietnam exhibits camouflage section. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a great day.